We're here today at the Luxor Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, inside the fabulous eSports Arena, with what I consider a war hero. Vincent Shank was in World War II, prisoner of war, a bombardier, a lieutenant, right?
First.
Yeah, first lieutenant. Yeah, he started out second, now he's a first, then he ended up first. A bombardier on the brand new B-17s.
That's right.
Vincent, thank you so much for being with us today. I can't even talk, but he'll be fine. It's an honor. It really is an honor.
My pleasure.
Now, you have an incredible story. You went to San Jose State University. Okay. You were a trumpet player.
Right.
All right. And then you got into a band and traveled around the United States.
Exactly.
Played in the 1933 World's Fair in Chicago.
Right.
That had to be a thrill. At that, especially at that age and everything.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have them anymore, do they? No, I don't think so.
No.
And then you played with a band that was a band for the Rat Pack and a number of other famous people as well, right?
Right.
Wow. Now, then you decided, okay, the war broke out. I'm going to join the Army Air Corp.
Exactly. I wanted to learn how to fly.
You okay? All right. What happened? How come you didn't actually become a pilot?
Yeah. I went to. I was 27 years old, and that's as old as you could be and still be a cadet.
Oh.
And
okay.
So right off the bat, I went into pilot training, and I had earned up to 20 hours of solo flight, and I came in. Oh, we were flying Stearmans.
Okay.
The old double wing jobs.
Sure.
You know, and I came in and crosswinded and did a ground loop and wiped out the end of the tips of the wing. And the next day I got washed out. That's the expression they used.
Yeah.
I remember going to a telephone and calling my mother in Corona and bawling like a baby,
sure,
you know.
Sure.
I'd looked up to that for so long, and to get wiped out, boy.
Right.
But they said, don't worry, we're losing the war right now, and they need bombardiers. So we're sending you down to Arizona. And I went to Bombardier School, and I graduated in 42-12.
Okay.
And one of the things I remember about Bombardier School, it was held in Arizona, and it was summertime. And on the bomb site, we used the Norden bomb site.
Okay.
You know. On the bomb site, we had a rubber cushion eyepiece like this, and we were flying AT-11s, little two engine jobs, and they were sitting in this hot climate in Arizona. And after working with the site, when we quit, we had a great big black round of melted.
Oh, it melted on you?
Melted rubber.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. So anyway, those were fun days.
I bet you were glad to get out of that hot
boy.
area.
Yeah.
So then you became a bombardier,
right,
on a B-17.
Exactly.
Now, is that during the time when the B-17s were brand new?
This one was.
Okay, this one. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it was B-17E.
E.
Yeah.
All right.
And
where did they ship you?
To Boise, Idaho.
Oh.
And they were forming up the 99th Bomb.
Okay.
And I was assigned to the 348th Squadron. And that was a real exciting time.
Did you get a lot of practice?
I tell you how exciting it was. We were there finally in the wintertime, and the pilots had not been trained in winter flying for some reason or other.
Oh, whoops.
And on one of our first practice missions. We had just landed, and our teammates were coming in, and the pilot, for some reason or other, we were in a snowstorm.
Uh-oh.
And he came down with a thing called vertigo. And they lose their sense of balance.
Yeah.
And the pilot, and they plowed right in and wiped them all out.
Oh. Oh.
Made Christians out of us right there.
Yeah, it did.
Wow.
It's what you don't want as a pilot.
What
is
you
vertigo.
don't want
Yeah.
is solid. Yeah.
Wow. So now, after that, when did you end up over in Europe and the fighting? You were stationed in Africa, right?
Yes.
Okay.
One of the things was on the way over. The first leg was from southern Florida.
Okay.
Across to British Guiana. No, let me see.
Brazil?
Yeah, we're
Okay.
not there yet.
Oh, okay.
It's still up in the British section. And the pilots, there were about 35 of us in this particular group, and they were flying in close formation, practicing.
Okay.
You know. And we came to a storm, a rainstorm, and they were flying in tight formation, if you can imagine, 35 guys. We're at 10,000 feet. And before you know it, the pilots didn't know where to go or what to do because they were practicing. They were flying on instrument type thing. You know?
Jeez.
And we're going like this, and there's a grinding crunch.
Oh.
And we're starting to flop around, and we're over the jungle already. We're in, you know,
Oh, jeez.
on our way to Berlin, Brazil.
Yeah.
And we're flopping around, and the pilot and the co-pilot were both hugging this.
The steering wheel.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Between the two of us, we'll get it.
This is new to all of us, you know. You don't ever have to hug the thing. But we were flopping around. Well, we finally made it to our place. Was the target was not the target. Our first landing was going to be at Belém, Brazil, and we no sooner got down on the ground, and the sparks are flying all over the place because of this winged dragon.
You're sure?
And they're trying to keep us down on the runway. And here came the plane that flew next to us. If you remember, the the tail of the B-17 was real tall.
Yeah, yep.
We had sheared it all.
Oh.
It came in without the vertical stabilizer. We were so happy.
Yeah.
A mid-air collision, nobody was killed.
That's when you get out and kiss the ground and say thank
Oh
you.
boy,
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
did, we sure did.
You know, this gentleman's bio is incredible. I read it, and I'm just so immersed in it. I mean, it's history. He's living history, and to sit here and hear these stories, it's like now I'm witnessing it with you. You know, I mean, you tell it well, very well, and to read it and to listen to him is what a bonus. It is, absolutely. So now you're in Brazil. Did they give you a new plane, or did they fix that one up?
No, it took about 10 days, and our group went on without us.
Okay.
Because we're waiting for a plane to come down from Florida.
No. Okay.
And so we got to go out into the jungle.
Oh.
Never been there before,
Oh.
you know. And some of the local guys from the air base piloted us around so we could see what was going on.
Well, that had to be an experience.
Yeah, it sure was.
Wow. Now, after you got your new plane,
Yeah.
you headed over to the
No,
actual.
all we did was not a new plane.
Okay.
Just a new tip.
Oh, okay.
for that.
All right. You're ready to go now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was a night flight for us, and the navigator in my crew was a chap named Herb Perry,
Herb Perry. Okay.
and he had formerly been a worker at the Walt Disney Studios.
Oh, nice.
And his job there was to coordinate the sound, the music, and the action on a movie called It escapes me right now.
Fantasia?
It'll come to me.
Okay. Well, we'll get back to that.
Yes. And he's the navigator, and
Okay.
he and I are in this plexiglass dome thing,
Yeah.
and it's a night flight, and he had to navigate by himself across the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh my. Oh, first time of that, I bet.
First time,
Jeez.
and they had taken out some of our water tanks where the bombs are going to go for extra fuels.
Okay.
'Cause we're not used to any flights that long yet.
Yeah.
And so it was my job to get a hold of his ankle. He was on a little stool, and he had in the top of the plane was a place for his stuff
Okay.
to hang out. And
Wow.
he was doing the navigating. First time on the job.
Now, was he standing up or was he sitting down?
Yes, he's standing up.
Okay.
And I had a hold of his ankle, and he handed me a stopwatch, and every once in a while, at a certain time, he would ask for me to give it. So he's reading a chart, so that he learned to navigate by.
Wow.
Anyway, he did a nice job.
I guess.
First cat out of the bag. The funny part was, the place where we were going to land was the place in the South American continent that sticks out the closest to where we left from Berlin.
Okay.
And if you didn't hit it right on the nose, the continent veers off this way.
Oops.
And we were going to need gasoline.
Yeah.
Anyway, he hit it right on the nose.
Oh, good.
God,
Good.
we were so happy.
Yeah.
He did a great job, man. It was the first time out.
As a bombardier, did you because you guys were right by each other, did you have to lay down or did you sit down to do your look through the device you had to look through?
I had a little seat right there in the very nose.
Oh, wow.
And my Norden bomb sight
Okay.
was right through that very front part of the nose. Plexiglass,
Active!